Okay.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, so first, let's look at your guys' team comp. Okay. You guys are running Ash, Sig, Mercy, Hanzo, Zarya, Zenyatta. You guys are running very slow heals. I want to talk to you guys about what your guys' what Mercy's job is in the comp, okay? You guys are in defense, correct? Yes. So your Mercy's job is to pocket the Ash, correct? So it means you guys only have Zen heals. Because your Mercy cannot get off of Ash. They have a Pharah. So you guys only have Zen heals. That means you guys are gonna have to be playing slower for the back, which is completely fine. You guys have snipers, right? So you guys can fight the long range battle if needed. I don't know. The combo is just really interesting to me personally. I would run somebody that can give off more heals, especially on defense. Because luckily they don't have a Lucio. But if they did, they would just run into your team, and your whole team would get like obliterated. So, since you guys are running that slower comp as DPS, don't forget to take different angles and help create that space for your team.
Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Nice. That's a good pick. Okay, so this is what I want to understand from your team right now. Your Hanzo's doing a good job, right? Taking high ground, making sure nobody can flank, contesting the Pharah, Tracer, and Mercy, actually. And right now, the only people in the front line is Ryan Zarya. So I'm confused on why your Ashe is not setting up high ground. You're set up here, nobody on their team can contest you. Look at where their Pharah is. I wanna ask you guys a question. So, as tanks, right, you help create space for your team. Well, for your DPS, actually. And then as DPS, you help control that space, correct? And then supports keeps your team up and they give you guys their abilities. So, if their enemy is set up here, why is your Ashe not set up here? You guys can hold this corner. If you're set up here, Ashe, you have free sights with a pocket to kill their Zarya, and that's like a 3-shot if you hit the head. So I don't understand why you're not sitting up here. Your tanks are here, right? So that means your space. That means you have all. Oh, sorry. That means you have all of this space to work with and you're not controlling it. Instead, you're fighting with them and only controlling one angle. You could be setting up here, hitting it from another angle. You could be setting up here, hitting their Zarya from a different angle, right? If you're set up here, and let's say your Hanzo wasn't setting up here, you have total sights of here and here. You can help the team watch for flanks. The Tracer's flanking right now. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. right? This is what I meant by taking it slow. You can't play up there, especially when they have a flanker. If you play up there, your supports over here vulnerable, and that means your Zen does have to play up with you guys. But if that's the case, since they have a stronger front line, they're gonna be rolling over you guys. So that's what I meant by taking it slow. It's okay to give them space. Your DPS will take care of everything if they can take the angles. Right? Your Ash got picked off. Now your Hanzo is the one. Huh. Targeting the fire, that's interesting. That should be your Ash's job.
I hear you, pumpkin.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Okay, so from what I can see, you guys made switches, correct? In my opinion, there was really no need to switch. I'm sure you guys switched to Brig because of the Tracer. You probably got getting picked off as Zen, so you're like, okay, I'm switched to Brig, right? But if you looked at her playstyle, she contested you from range and then pushed up on you if she had to. So what is Brig going to do? What is Brig going to do against a Tracer that's trying to fight her at like a mid-far range? Like, Brig's not going to be doing anything. Especially, what is Brig going to do against a Pharah, right? And how is Brig going to help your front line? You can't fight with your Sig. Sig is not like Ryan. You guys switch to McCree. This is an interesting pick in my opinion. I think Ashe is actually better here. And Pharah's a 2-shot if you're getting pocketed. So those are just interesting picks to me. If I were you, I would have actually went like any other support besides Brig. Actually, probably another main healer to help your front line maybe. Things then would have been okay since you have a McCree now, right? Just stick to your McCree. If a Tracer jumps on you, McCree stuns Tracer. That dragon was a bit late. I don't know if you guys coordinated that or not. Failed you guys here. Okay, so you guys have Grav, nothing to combo with that. I don't know if you guys are calming, because I can tell your McCree was trying to look for the Pharah, but your Hanto's already shooting at the Pharah, so you could have just asked where Pharah is. Now that Valk was kind of late. You already lost 2. There's no need to Valk early. That's just a waste of an ult. Okay, so you guys have Grab Dragon coming up with Sigil and Brig ult.
Did someone call for? Thanks. Now we're in business.
Something nice kill on the Pharah. That was a really bad barrage on their part. Okay, nice grab dragon. Okay, you guys could have pushed up with that. Their team was zoned out by the dragon, so if you wanted to get a bit more aggressive there, toxic, you could have. Oh, that's kind of dangerous. You don't need to be poking that. Get a few hits and then leave. Wait. Just have high noon.
Let me patch that up.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Rally to me.
We're really early. Sigil thought that's a really good sigil. Right, you got the Rhine, you should be pushing up with your break here.
You'll feel better soon.
Good body block. They have grab here. If you guys are ult tracking correctly, your thought process should be they have grab, they have tank ults. Make sure only my main tank gets grabbed. Right? Because as supports, you guys should be able to keep up one person. Finishing the team fight. They completely wasted that grab. Okay. So your McCree's setting up for a high noon. I don't know if he's communicating this with you guys. You guys grab dragon, high noon, and break ult here. You guys wasted 4 ults for a fight that only needed 2 ults. Your McCree went behind them, didn't tell you guys he was setting up for high noon, so you guys grabbed dragon. When you guys could have only high noon or could have only grabbed dragon. What's your McCree doing? Okay, as McCree, you cannot flank without having an escape route. So you're playing here. You're playing here, right? What is your escape route? Right? Nowhere besides main, correct? So you should have just backed out to main right after you saw them respawning. There's no point in playing here. Your Hanzo is completely fine, right? He has mobility. So if he drops, climbs on this rock, gets out. Right? But as McCree, you can't do that. So there's no reason for you trying to do anything fancy or risky. That just caused your own death.
My servant
Activating the barrier.
Oops, sorry, I forgot to hit the X on the screen.
that should be better.
Back to me.
Genji's an interesting pick. They have Mei, Lucio, Winston, Hog that can counter you.
Barrier's about to break.
Yeah, okay, yeah, your Sig is doing really good here. Holding the front line, you have other DPS, you have a break that can send the Doomfist if he goes into your back lines. So, your Sig did really good here. This is just gonna be part 1. I will finish part 2 if needed, but I will do attack later on. I just wanted to talk about what I've covered so far just on defense. Okay, so let's see. Let me remove that. So 1, I talked about space, right? 2, your positioning and how it correlates with space. 3, I talked about ult management or ults. I don't know where your guys' comms are. So for the live review, I will be going over comms, rotation, positioning, ults, how to ult track, how to create a plan, who your target colors, who your shot colors, and all of that kind of stuff.